给我狠狠的揍他，都那样的，这个就叫专业。
中国 KO 男神唐凯卫冕成功，3回合 KO 了大魔王。这场比赛可以说是针尖对麦芒，双方选手实力都是非常顶尖的存在，并且都有着 KO 狂魔的称号。镜头中年轻的小伙就是唐凯，人送外号水生哥。他的对手丹乐今年已经是36岁的高龄，在遇到唐凯之前从没有败绩，他经验老道，手段极其残忍。一番战中，在观众都不看好的情况下，唐凯将他击败。这次的2番战，两人势必会全力以赴的。在比赛正式开始前，望兄弟们动动发财的小手点个赞，小编祝兄弟们发大财。比赛开始，黑色短裤唐凯，白色短裤丹乐。这是一场冠军卫冕战，5回合的时间，每回合5分钟。
In the first fight until Tenkai chewed up that lead leg, so interesting decision making from the interim champ, Tom Lee.
Tom Lee trying to give Tenkai a different look here.
Yeah, and I think it's because of those leg kicks, right? That was the most effective strike that Tenkai was able to land in the first fight. And this southpaw stance changes things up for the current champ.
两人都非常的谨慎，一点都不敢大意，毕竟这是两人的荣誉之战。唐凯还是一番战的战术，在移动中寻找自己的机会，但是看起来丹乐改变了战术，主要还是用腿控制唐凯，侧身的角度也是比较大。赛前唐凯还是对自己也是非常有信心，并且是打算 KO 对手。这唐凯的身体维度确实比之前强太多，他艰苦训练就是要证明自己，打破观众对他的质疑声。
Food chain right now, but chomping. The leaderboard is Tom Lee looking to throw that left hand down the middle. Momentarily thinks about orthodox, but goes right back to it right there.
Tom Lee did tell us, he goes, this is chess. So you know that he doesn't want to make any mistake, especially with what happened in the first fight against Tenkai.
Yeah, now this is different. You know, now this fight, Tenkai is being the hunter.
Okay.
You know, now Tom Lee is the one.
这场比赛唐凯打得非常主动，丹乐就比较被动，基本上也没有太多的试探意思。唐凯的状态保持还是非常好，他之前专门针对这场比赛有很多的地面训练，这时候比赛都已经过去很长时间了，但是双方还是没有太大的进展动作，这也显得太谨慎了一点，在距离上控制的非常完美。显然丹乐也是非常忌惮唐凯的实力，在试探的过程中更是感受到了唐凯的进步。相比两人的一番战，现在唐凯的实力更是有了非一般的进步。
Scheduled for 5 rounds, just over the midway portion of the first round. There's a right hand to the body there by Tenkai.
Man, that seems to be Tenkai's rangefinder here, is that straight right hand to the body.
Tenkai has 12 knockouts and 80% finish rate. 6 first-round knockouts.
Let's go, guys, work!
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first.
对手主动的下前抱摔，唐凯反应也很快的躲避了。唐凯在上台之前还在专门训练地面技术，即便真正到了地面中，唐凯也一定能占据上风。现在从场上的局势中就能看出来，唐凯肯定是占据优势的，对手一直在往后拉扯，一直躲避跟唐凯正面交锋，在气势上就输了一大截。不过之前很长时间的较量中，即便丹乐的后手拳很重，但也没有精准命中唐凯。
He's issued a
Yeah, the match was stopped at this point is kind of the aggressiveness of Tenkai, right?
Right now, Tenkai and Tom Lee. There's a body kick there by Tom Lee. Tenkai looking to close the distance. Here comes Tom Lee coming forward, throws a knee. Get it out of the range is Tenkai.And that ends the first round.
第二回合比赛开始了，上回合双方实在没有太多实质性的进攻，对手还被裁判罚了一张黄牌。这回合上来两人的步伐还是比较灵活，唐凯的后手重拳还是很精准的，并且摆拳的幅度也很大，这是想抓住时机，想将对手一击致命，但同时也一定要注意防守，因为一个不小心就会被对手抓住时机。要知道对方也是一个 KO 狂魔，抓住时机可不会轻易放过唐凯， 现在双方还是将距离控制在合适的距离上。
Full mistake makes a half a mistake, and it could cost you the fight and the world championship.
But keep in mind, this is a championship fight. This is 25 minutes. So basically, we're entering minute 30 for these guys. So they have a lot of experience with each other. They know each other well. And looks like Tom Lee's wearing a little bit of damage already from that big left hook landed by Tang Kai.
He's seeing some red on his face of the interim champion, Tom Lee.
There's a little bit of blood leaking from the nose of the interim champ as Tang Kai starts to march.
唐凯低扫进攻，给对手造成一定的影响。对手还是想找机会抱摔唐凯，这一次依旧没有成功。唐凯现在的优势十分明显，这回合唐凯明显加快节奏，就是想在这回合的时间拿到绝对的优势，也是在寻找 KO 对手的机会。毕竟赛前他就说了，一定要亲手将丹乐给终结了，以此来证明自己的实力。在后续的进攻中，抓住时机的能力也很强。
And a big part of that is your breathing. And when your breathing is impaired due to some strikes from Tang Kai, that cannot be advantageous for you.
Kai trying to set up that big right hand. A lot of feints. A lot of fakes coming early on. Trying to get a reaction. Out of Lee. Pushes forward. He's following. Tom Lee, can Tom Lee lay some traps as he blitzes forward?
He came forward on Tang Kai as we're now at the midway point.
经过两人长时间的纠缠，唐凯抓住时机的重拳也非常精准，同时也给对手带来很大的影响，面部明显已经见红。不得不说，唐凯这场比赛的表现绝佳，将对手控制得很死。唐凯这还是控制性的打法，虽然场面上来看比赛并不是很激烈，但给对手造成的影响可是很大的。这回合的时间，对手依旧是没有机会将唐凯带入地面，这对他来讲也是比较影响心态的。
He's elusive. He's
From the
got
nose of Tang Kai. He
able to
just,
connect.
so both men's nose bloodied from the strikes of their opponent.
Tom Lee was able to find some success in the latter half of this round. 10-second clapper sounds. There's a leg kick.
We near the end of the second.
Orthodox, and he looks to spin. Gets the chin.
第三回合比赛开始了，唐凯现在打的是如鱼得水，现在只会更加的积极主动。丹乐这回合也加强自己的攻势，他不想再被唐凯压制一头。比赛进行到这里，也是更加明显的能看出来，丹乐是真的畏惧唐凯的重拳。这场比赛可能更重要的也是心理战，虽然出拳的动作并不是很多，但高手过招，招招致命，所以还是要保持良好的心态。
Laid out by that rear hand.
Well, yes, since Tom Lee from the outset of the fight has gone to the southpaw stance, Tang Kai has just been more resigned to box and use his hands as his primary form of weaponry against Tom Lee.
He doubles up on the roundhouse kicks. Why keep going to the body like that? Try to drop that rear hand and set up that head kick with that left side.
Tom Lee trying to create enough.
裁判上前暂停比赛，给两人各罚了一张黄牌。对手这都已经是第二次黄牌警告了，可以看出来给丹乐造成很大的压力，心态都有点崩溃了。他完全不是唐凯的对手，心态上一旦出现问题，那事情就比较严重了。不过这都已经进行到第三回合了，双方之间的进攻还是非常少，只要是对手一直往后撤，不敢跟唐凯正面对上。
Against Tom Lee.
Yes, he did. Over 10,000 people showed up in his hometown through a parade for Tang Kai to celebrate his world title victory. I'd expect more of the same here if he can get it done tonight against the interim champ, unify the belts. But he's going to have to stop the American Vietnamese fighter, Tom Lee, to do so. Oh, he caught it!
Tom Lee looking for the finish. That's Tang Kai. Can he get it? Can he finish off Tom Lee? And Tang Kai does it. He finishes off Tom Lee. His second consecutive win over the.
唐凯太牛了，抓住时机一拳将对手放倒，随即就是接二连三的地面砸击，整整砸拳16下，这就是唐凯的实力。恭喜唐凯卫冕冠军成功，证明了自己的实力。大家觉得唐凯打得酷吗？欢迎在评论区留言讨论。本期视频就到这里，点关注不迷路，下期视频更精彩哦。
No place for Tom Lee to go, and then Tank Kai just poured it on. Unifying the belts. Big victory and a great show of sportsmanship here right above us. But look at this ground and pound. Very aggressive. Tank Kai. And stiff.
That was the 13th knock